Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. This is a chemist session. Here we are discussing about the chapter coal and petroleum. In this session, we are going to see practice sheet 2 related to this chapter. In the practice sheet 1, we have seen all single correct answer type questions. In this practice sheet 2, we are going to see level 2 questions which includes multi correct answer type questions, combination paragraph, matrix matching type questions, statement type, assertion region, analytical type. So in this way, different kinds of questions we are going to see from this practice sheet too. Okay, let us start the practice sheet. First, let us see multi-correct answer type questions. First question you see here, the questions may get one or more than one correct answers. So think wisely and select the correct answers. See the first one. Which of the following natural resources is exhaustible? Okay, out of these natural resources, they're asking which will be exhausted or which is exhaustible. What does it mean by exhaustible here? The resource which will be completed after few years after continuous using it, or the natural resource which is available in the limited quantity in the nature is called exhaustible resource. So if you see the first option, wind, will be it finished, will be it completed if used continuously? That no, it won't be. Just it will be recycled from one form to another form, but it will not be finished. It will be existing continuously. So wind will not come under exhaustible natural resource. Okay, it is not exhaustible. Such kind of resources which will be continuously available even though they are continuously used are called inexhaustible natural resources. So wind will come under inexhaustible natural resource. It is not an exhaustible resource. If you see coal and petroleum, these two are natural resources which are formed by the decomposition of a dead organism under the layers of the earth for thousands of years of time. So these resources are available in the limited quantity and we are using them in the large quantities daily. Now after few years these are going to be finished off. Such kind of resources which will be completed if they are continuously used and which are available in the limited quantity in the nature are called exhaustible natural resources. Now coal and petroleum will come under exhaustible natural resources, whereas sunlight and wind are inexhaustible. They will be available continuously. They won't be finished off even though we use them continuously daily. Okay, here the correct answer will be B and C. Okay, next one. Which of the following products are obtained from petroleum? Yes, petroleum is one of the natural resource and we can say this as crude oil because it is a mixture of so many compounds. When it is undergone certain technique called refining, in that they do fractional distillation of petroleum. By that they separate different components present in the petroleum or crude oil. Now they're asking here which of these are the products of petroleum. When this petroleum is undergone refining, which products we get among the four? See here the first one, coke. Do we get coke from petroleum? No. Coke is another natural resource. It is not derived from petroleum. So coke is not. If you see the remaining all here, diesel, paraffin wax, lubricating oil, these all are the products of petroleum. These we get on fractional distillation of petroleum. Okay, now we can say these are petroleum products. These products of petroleum are also called petrochemicals, isn't it? Okay, now here the correct answer will be B, C, D. These three are petroleum products. Next question. Which alternative correctly classifies a natural resource on the basis of its availability? Okay, here some natural resources are given and based upon their availability, their nature also given in matching to them. Say which is correct matching, which is not. See the first one, wildlife, and it is given as exhaustible natural resource. Is it correct? Yes, wildlife is being exhaustible. If you kill those animals which are wild animals, they will be finished. Nowadays, the number of wild animals is being decreasing gradually, like the tigers, rhinos, elephants, these all, isn't it? So we can say these wild animals are exhaustible natural resource. What about minerals? Minerals also exhaustible. They'll be finished off. If we use them continuously in the same manner, after few years, after few hundreds of years, these minerals will be finished completely. So these minerals also will come under exhaustible natural resources. What about petroleum? Just now I have seen the previous question. Even petroleum is also limited quantity is available. This petroleum is also available in the limited quantities, and it takes thousands of years to reform again. So we can say this petroleum is also exhaustible natural resource. What about wind? It is available forever. It won't be finished. However we use continuously, wind will not be finished. So we can say wind is an inexhaustible natural resource. Now you see the matchings once again. Wildlife, exhaustible. This is correct. Minerals, exhaustible. This is also correct. Petroleum is also exhaustible, but they mentioned here inexhaustible. So it is wrong matching. What about wind? Wind is an inexhaustible natural resource. So it is correct answer. Okay, except these remaining three are correct. ABD will be the correct answer. Next, Petroleum Conservation Research Association. Simply will say PCRA. Under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas encourages. Yes, actually, this Petroleum Conservation Research Association gives us some suggestions, and it encourages us to do some activities where petroleum and other natural fuels can be conserved. The wastage of these fuels will be reduced. So in that way, they have given some suggestions and they encourage us to these activities. See in the given options, which activities will come under these Petroleum Conservation Research Association encouragements. See the first one, driving the vehicle at a very high speed. Is it suggestible? No, because if the vehicles are running at a very high speed, they consume more fuel. So vehicles should be run always at moderate speed so that they consume less fuel. Okay, first one is incorrect according to this. It cannot be given as encourageable statement. See the second one, maintenance of vehicle by regularly servicing. Yes, it is suggestible. What happens if you maintain the vehicle by regular servicing? It will consume less fuel. It will be in the, its engine will be perfect condition, so it consumes less fuel. Maintaining correct levels of pressure in the tires. It is also important. Regularly we have to check the tires pressure. So the air pressure should be maintained properly. Then only vehicles will consume less fuel. Otherwise, they may consume more fuel than the natural condition. Okay. Next, switching off the vehicle engine at traffic intersections. Yes, it is also one of the suggestible and encourageable activity. That is switching off the vehicle engine. So if you are waiting at a signal on your vehicle and its time is being around 1 minute or more than 1 minute, then it is better to switch the engine off. In that way, we can save some fuel. If it is continuously kept on, fuel being burnt and it will be wasted without using, isn't it? So it is better and it is encourageable suggestion to switch the off the vehicle engine when we are in the traffic or when you are in the rest position. Okay, now what will be the correct answer for this? These three. Next, comprehension passage type questions. So here a passage will be given based upon the three questions will be given. Let us see the first passage given what it is. See that coal and petroleum are exhaustible natural resources as their availability is limited in the nature. isn't it? Yes, coal and petroleum are available in the limited quantity in the nature, so they are called exhaustible natural resources. Coal and petroleum are also known as fossil fuels because since they are formed from the remains of living organisms. Yes, these coal and petroleum are called exhaustible natural resources, and even they're also called fossil fuels because they're obtained from dead remains of animals and plants. Okay, now based upon this, let us see some questions given here. The first one, dash is the least polluting fuel for the vehicles. So here some fuels for the vehicles are mentioned. Out of these fuels, which will leave least pollution, which will cause least pollution to the atmosphere when it is used. See here, fuels like kerosene, petrol, diesel. These are products of petroleum. These composite of hydrocarbons. So they may produce on burning carbon dioxide, water vapor, and some other impurities also, which causes pollution. But whereas if you say CNG, it is purely methane. The large quantity of CNG is methane. So it on burning produces only carbon dioxide and water vapor as the products. Whereas the remaining they may produce other harmful gases also. Okay, now in that way, CNG is, we can say, as one of the cleanest fuels because it won't produce any harmful gases into the atmosphere and causes less pollution. Okay, CNG means compressed natural gas which contains mostly methane. Okay, that is correct answer. Next, which among the following is not a free state of carbon? Means in which carbon is not in the free state, it is in the combined state. Say coke, charcoal, graphite, these three are pure forms of carbon. They contain almost carbon only. Whereas if you see petrol, petrol is made up of certain hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means the compounds which are containing carbon and hydrogen in combination. So many hydrocarbons mixture is petrol. So petrol is not a substance of only carbon. It contains some other elements also like hydrogen. But whereas coke, charcoal, graphite are the substances which are purely made up of carbon. Now what is the answer for this? Petrol is not the free state of carbon. Okay, next question. Which substance is used in thermal power plants? What are thermal power plants? Power plants, the stations or the power plants where electrical energy is produced by the from the heat energy. So first they take some fuel, it will be burnt, so that heat energy will be produced. That heat energy will be converted into electrical energy. Those stations where this work is done are called thermal power plants. So there, for the production of heat energy, they use certain fuel. What is that fuel used out of these four? Say they use coal. Coal is used for the production of electricity in the thermal power plants. Not these three. Okay, only coal is used. Okay, next, matrix matching type questions. So here two columns will be there. The one in the column 1 may be matched with one or more in the column 2. So try to match them properly. First see here, in the column 1 they have given some process, and in the column 2 they mentioned its product or the compound which is related to that process. So try to match this process and the compound. See first one, carbonization. What is carbonization? The very slow process in which dead vegetation slowly converts into coal by the action of nature at very high pressure and temperature is called carbonization. So in the carbonization process, the substance formed is coal. Now we can connect these two. coal is formed in the carbonization process. Okay, next, destructive distillation. What is this? Heating of a substance in the absence of air at very high temperature is called destructive distillation. So when coal is undergone destructive distillation, it forms coke as its product. So by the destructive distillation of coal, we get coke. So coke is a product of this process. Now you can connect these two. Okay. Now next, cracking. Cracking is a process where bigger hydrocarbons are broken down into simpler hydrocarbons to form some other petrochemicals. Synthetically in the laboratory, they use this process, cracking. In the cracking process, bigger hydrocarbons are broken down into simpler hydrocarbons. So, by the cracking process, what is being obtained? Hydrocarbons are obtained. Okay, next, refining process. Refining is a technique in which crude oil or petroleum is separated into respective components. Those we call as petrochemicals like petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax, asphalt. These all are lubricating oil, naphthalene. These all components of petroleum are separated from petroleum oil by the process called refining. This is also called fractional distillation. By this process, petroleum is separated. So refining is related to petroleum. So this is a correct matching. Observe once the matching. Carbonation coal, destructive distillation gives coke, cracking produces lower hydrocarbons, refining is done for petroleum. Okay, this is a correct matching. Next, statement type questions. See the first question, see the first statement in that fossil fuels are dead remains of living organisms that have been buried for a long time. Is it right? Yes. Fossil fuels like petroleum and coal are formed by the decomposition of dead remains of living organisms under the layers of the earth which are buried for a long time. So it is a slow process. So the fuels formed are called fossil fuels. So statement 1 is correct. What about statement 2? So statement 2 here, excessive use of fossil fuels causes global warming and a depletion of natural resources. Is it correct? Yes, it is also correct. If we use these fossil fuels excessively, what happens when we burn these fossil fuels? They produce some gases which can be caused to the atmosphere, cause pollution to the atmosphere. So that even when these fossil fuels are burnt, they produce some gases which increases the temperature of the atmosphere. Those gases are called greenhouse gases, and as the production of these gases increases, they may also cause global warming. Okay, and if they are continuously used like that, they will be completed after few years. So they are, because they are exhaustible. So this statement 2 is also correct. Now let us see the options. So where it is, both the statements are true. Where it is, in the C option. Okay, next question. See the first statement, forests, wildlife, animal, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas are the examples of exhaustible natural resources. Is it correct? See once the resources given, forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, and natural gas. These all will be finished if they are continuously used. So we can call these as exhaustible natural resources. So statement 1 is correct regarding these. Next statement 2. The resources that can be exhausted by the human activities are called exhaustible resources. The same we told here. So the resources which that can be exhausted by the human activities are called exhaustible natural resources. So this statement also true. So both are true. Then what will be the correct answer? Here also C. Next, assertion reason type questions. See the assertion first in this question. The resources are which are present in unlimited quantity in the nature and are not likely to be exhausted by the human activities are called inexhaustible resources. Yes, this is correct. The resources like sunlight, wind, tidal energy, these are such like resources which are present in the unlimited quantity. They won't be finished off and they won't be exhausted by the human activities. Such resources are called inexhaustible resources. Yes, so we can say this is correct. Assertion is correct. Next, reason. Forests, wildlife, minerals are examples of inexhaustible resources. Is it correct? Inexhaustible means what? They won't be finished, they won't be completed, they won't be exhausted. But here, the resources mentioned, like forest, wildlife, minerals, these will be finished, these will be completed if we use them continuously for few years. So, these resources will come under exhaustible resources, but not inexhaustible resources. They have given here inexhaustible, which is incorrect. They are exhaustible resources. Now, see the options. So, second reason is incorrect, assertion is correct. Where is it is given here? A is correct and R is wrong. C is correct answer. Okay. Next question. See the assertion given. The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called catenation. Is it correct? The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. It is not called catenation. So it is called carbonization. So no worry about this catenation. We are going to learn in the higher classes. The self-linkage of atoms of an element to form long chain molecules is called catenation. But here they are asking about formation of fossil fuels. That process is called carbonization. So assertion is incorrect. What about reason? When heated in air, coal burns and produces mainly carbon dioxide. Yes, this reason is correct because coal is mostly consists of carbon. When it is burned in the oxygen, it combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide. So the major product formed when coal is burnt is carbon dioxide. Reason is correct. Now where is this correct option for this? Assertion is wrong and reason is correct. Where is it? Here. This is correct answer. Okay. Next. See the assertion given here. Petroleum is called black gold. Is it correct? What is the reason given for that? See, due to its a great commercial importance, petroleum is called black gold. Actually, this is the correct reason for that assertion. So both the statements are correct, and it is correct explanation for that. Now we can say what is the correct answer for this? Yes, A. Because gold, petroleum is called black gold because of its importance. Next, analytical approach type questions. See the first one. Study the characteristics given below. Based on the above these characters, we have to find out the component. So here they have given certain characteristics of a fuel, natural resource. Now, based upon these characteristics, we have to identify that fuel. See the characteristics given. First one, it is a tough, porous, and a black substance. And second character given, it is a pure form of carbon. Now, observe once the options given, which will be related to these characteristics. If you observe the options like a kerosene, petrol, lubricating oil, these three won't be matched to this because These are made up of not only carbon, they may also contain hydrogen and some other elements also in their molecules because they are called hydrocarbons. But here they mentioned it is a pure form of carbon. So these three are not pure forms of carbon. They're compounds of carbon. Got it? Next, one more point also you can check it here. It is a tough porous black substance. But here these three are liquid substances, not tough enough. Okay, only coal is at which is resource which is matching with these characteristics. Coke is a tough, porous, black solid substance and it is one of the pure forms of carbon. Okay, now the correct answer for this is coke. Okay, next question. Which of the following statements is true about petroleum? So here some statements are given about petroleum here. See that it is lighter than water and soluble in it. Is it correct? Of course, petroleum is lighter than water, but it is insoluble into water. It floats on water. So petroleum is lighter than water and it is insoluble in it. Where is that option? Yes, here. Okay. This is about level 2 practice on the coal and petroleum chapter. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel AIMS Today for latest and visit our website aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos.